quick pace as Keon Ellis off to the race.
For Ellis, an easy slam dunk.
And defensively, that should tell you a lot about.
Sabonis looking inside for the leaders a year ago in steals and deflection. Antonio about 4 seasons ago, so to Ayton, one more. Hachimura. Here's Ayton. Back
Moving on that end.
And Ayton gets it back. Down the stretch in that win against Levine. Good defense.
Post move there by Marcus Smart.
Sabonis, chest, Levine.
And looking out for his partner.
Good ball fake, lobs it up.
Dribble penetration.
Good screen by
contact. They're trying to seal you, so get rid of that.
Sounds like a lot of work for him. On a 77% foul shooter. Pick and pop action by Sabonis.
Disrupts your rhythm and your time on the floor. Around that low block, he'll step off of
a season ago. 60 sprays it to Ellis. Catch and shoot.
That pass.
DeRozan. Good. I've been around for a while.
Thanks for clarifying that injury in training camp.
Yeah. And Steve telling me in our pregame pop. Keon Ellis around the Ayton screen. The 3-ball on the back out to Levine. Catch and shoot.
Does with great consistency, and this is this
by Ellis. Gets here tonight, but
outside, which is great to see because it's
nice cut by Sacramento's first free throw attempt to the ball game.
And defending without fouling is important. Lakers are
decision making by Reeves to complete the through Eubanks pivoting. Levine at the other end.
That are great at getting to the free throw.
Lakers going a little bit small. Bounce pass into the corner. Cardwell couldn't as Russell Westbrook gets set to the corner. Monk. Schroeder on the drive.
Assistant.
Hachimura with 2-on-1. Hachimura from Vanderbilt, who commits the foul. Mar over Reed. Dario Saric also checked into the fence by Saric on the kickout. Favorable matchup.
That's how I tie the shoes. That, like, how is that even physically possible?
Vincent lacerates those around the world to Vanderbilt.
Knows how to make his presence felt. Free zone defense.
They hit the
vertical on that guy. You know, by the time you reach.
Jeff Green recently, and a teammate said LeBron James launches the now LaRavia picks him up. You see Schroeder for 3.
The integral part of their offense.
The Sabonis screen.
On that pick and roll coverage.
Back out to Ellis, 2-on-1. The Sabonis pinned, turns around the corner. Westbrook, he shot the corner.
45% in that corner 3.
On the move, pop clutch. Smart from the corner.
He said, I think I can get a little sauce on this.
Going to be, as you mentioned, his third. 11 different Sacramento
guys and groups that work well together.
They empty out the side. Got to
who they're throwing his way.
Vincent. Monk with a late. Back out to DeRozan. Connect from deep. DeRozan. And here's DeRozan from the corner. Over connect. Smart from the wing. DeRozan probes.
Consider the center.
Levine couldn't. Westbrook in the corner made the last one. Reeves inside. Levine on the dribble handoff. One more DeRozan from the for Russell Westbrook.
But Russ in a great rhythm. Awesome.
Finds connected the other end.
Right to the rim in transition. You got to meet half time.
The quick snap drive. Pulls up.
Compared to 14 for the Lakers as
they looked at the Kings zone offense. In the zone a lot of times. That free throw.
In Vanderbilt and get to that strong.
Reeves draws the foul. Reeves goes to the free throw line.
Needs to do a much better job.
Smart cross court to Ben. Bench by Schroeder to stay on the ground. Those guys, Levine steps through, got a corner. Oh, they hit the snooze button.
I think there is a lot of contact.
Mentioned it earlier. He's come a long way since Bus.
I'm sorry, what?
And that was
what
a big
decade?
move. The world.
Seeing it here tonight.
Monk got into the paint. Line to Vanderbilt. In the backcourt now, it'll be Monk. The Lakers.
I believe they're going to
miss the layup. Get past Ayton downhill.
Difference.
That's the 11th lead. Ayton on the short roll, defensively in transition. Schroeder over Ayton, which DeRozan did, but we have a whistle. Probably plug a few holes to finish
up with it.
2-on-1. Levine up. Reeves around the world. Scoring for Los Angeles in that first half.
Trying to find a rhythm of his own.
Points on a very efficient 5. Ayton running the floor.
And so
DHO got a clean look in traffic. Tough one up for Schroeder. Open.
A lot of that has to do with the perfect 3
on Ellis. Oh, got into 7%. foul shooter.
Just seems to be working. That guy's a
Stares down Smart and up to Monk.
in transition, step up, and you know it's not much different. Nearly a third of their scoring.
Relocates for the three. The shooter with his second three-pointer. Then Hachimura walks him down. It
Underneath the basket.
Reeves throws up. That's where it happened. Holding his low.
Ole. Yeah. Hey, no, there's
in the league. Come on now. Inland recently, who took stretches of time, focus of being able to stay in.
the stop.
Levine
Have an advantage. Kid, I don't know, throw down.
he touches paint. Zach Levine
Stood out over the first 3 games to me.
played in the NFL. They came to watch it. Zach on a heater.
And that's when you just continue to feed that third.
Smart inside.
A little bit with the physicality that Doug is.
The longer you do.
27 points tonight in this game as Zach Levine's going to hunt the court. And the fact that Doug's not challenged, he wanted to use.
Got the pocket pass. Reeves. Oh, see some food. Green. Reeves got into the lane.
At the hips and the feet.
Westbrook deferred and then
And one on that left wing.
to the wing. Monk made the last three. Side spits it out to Manning.
And especially with the injuries.
Wow, corner by Schroeder. Now look, one on the shot clock. Through 3 quarters. Westbrook.
Oh, still so effective. The floor.
Bulls. Here's what the guys had to do before you could pass go and proceed.
He's played a little over 12 minutes. He has.
Monk is on a little bit of a heater coming off the bench again tonight. Here tonight. Vanderbilt. Oh,
Officials. He's trying to
DeRozan from to Reeves lines up a
stronger closeout and contest.
Reeves converting it down. Reeves. On 2. Devin Carter with the side bounce going to a strong hand and tied up.
It's a foul.
Levine leading the way for the Kings with 21. Sidestep jumper by DeRozan so far as a King. With 21 apiece on the crossover. Levine is Smart with a step back 3. Gets the switch. Ayton.
Is here tonight.
For what he does. He is.
Remember, and I've talked to Keon. Also keep in mind it was Bobby Jackson that
pulls up. Their chance. Ellis reloads. The Ayton screen. Tough.
is waiting to erupt.
Sabonis. One more connect pulls. Sabonis was in. Westbrook screen. They slowed it down.
Yeah, you're 100% right, Katie. Because
Basketball. Here's Westbrook. DeRozan catch and show and go. Got a little space into the paint and missed the left. Working against Schroeder. Tough.
Here in the fourth, he is turning down that.
With Sabonis, and they come up with the bullies him from 10. Good screen by Sabonis. There's the Ayton on the roll.
Sabonis getting outworked on a rebound.
Drives it baseline.
6 from deep mark.
Schroeder, when we approach 4 minutes to go. Back to the Lakers inside.
Want to see some more movement.
Got into the paint.
Got it.
Big call.
Trap as well, but there's a beautiful play call by Jake LaRavia.
Got to the lane. Sabonis with Reeves a little bit. Great screen navigation by Schroeder, guarded by Reeves. They just did. One more clock. Throws
And intending on shooting that is
Levine. Step back 3.
pressure on your offense.
Ellis Arabia for 3.
Convert on it.
Hachimura drives it on Schroeder.
Therefore, the game clock will be
Kind of successful.
To no avail.
Length and the size of Hachimura. 16 and 10
Sabonis.
for him operating in offense. How he's been used.
If
The
you're
Western
Sacramento,
Conference
right?
is going to definitely.
Tuesday night. Westbrook to trick, and that'll do it. DeRozan and Levine leading the way for the Kings with 21.
They've got this smaller lineup on the floor.
Sidestep jumper by DeRozan.
Odor.
Marcus Smart with a step back 3. Oh, ball screen action, and he gets the switch. Ayton's a valuable piece for what he does. He is priceless to the roster.
Well, and the important thing to remember, and I've talked to Keon, with a stop here, you're putting tremendous pressure on your offense.
Ellis back to LaRavia for 3.
Just didn't able He wasn't able to convert on it. There's been a lot of changes in terms of how he's been used.
He's wish we'd have gotten this one.
The Western Conference is going to